Hi guys, it's Damien for another video. So in the last video that I did, I actually set up a way for companies to, or to use a way for users to actually register their companies so they can actually do the paperwork with other companies they want to do business with on the application. I also thought my way through the UI, and I actually came up with quite some screens, some UI for how the web app will be and will look like. Um, and we actually, I'm saying, I'm talking about myself and my partner, which is my friend, which is Fritz, the designer. And we actually figured out that the app will be um, for two sort of users, like there will be a B2B part and a B2C part as well. So the B2B part will be for companies to actually be able to facilitate or ease or reduce the paperwork process they are doing when they want to do business with other companies. And the B2C part of the app will be basically like a ticket um, ticket sort of not software but a ticket tool where, for example, you have, let's say, for example, you have your sink is leaking, and you actually will go to the app and say, okay, my sink is leaking, and you gonna describe a little bit the problem. You're gonna actually be able to set some slot where you will be available, so a service provider can actually come to your house and actually solve the problem. So you see how the B2B part is actually linked to the B2C part, because if we have companies registered on the app, so the app will be sort of how to say that, a sort of repository of companies, or not even a repository, but oh, I forgot the name for it. I think it's sort of directory. Let me check that. I forgot the name. But anyway, the company will be a sort of repository of the application will be a sort of a repository for a company. And when you have a problem as a user of the app, you will actually open a ticket and say you will describe your problem, say when you are available for companies to actually, or service providers to actually come to your house and not save, but solve the problem. And that's why. But first, we have to have the companies registered. But I'm actually now on that video. Um, I'm actually going to do the ticket part of it, so the B2C part of it, because it's actually easier and it's um, almost done, I would say, on the actual app. So it was a directory, but not really a phone directory or telephone directory or phone book direct, but more of a company's directory. So that thing. So I cannot really show you the design so far because I actually draw it. Um, my friend is going to actually put it very well using Photoshop and other stuff, and at one point we will be able to show you guys how it looks. So yeah, so here if I show you, oh, if I show you how the app look like at the moment, you will see that we already have sort of a ticketing part of the application, the ticketing part of it, because on the previous app we wanted, or actually the actual app, we wanted to be able to make people swap skills between each other, and in order to do that, you would have to enter what you would like to, what you would want, and what you would like to swap for. And so it's pretty much the same thing. The only thing missing is probably the slots of time, and that's it. We will probably remove the things related to the swap part of it, which can be added later if the app is actually successful, because it can be a thing. And yeah, we'll see. So let me show you how it is now. Come on. So if you go there, is it loading? Yes. See how it is. You have your request, which is basically a sort of ticket. We can call it a ticket if we want to. And we have, so this is what I added actually on the previous video, just a basic thing. But yeah, here we have ticket. So we'll describe your, basically what you need, and what you want to swap for, which is basically nothing here because it's actually test. But I'm gonna get rid of all of that. Probably I'm gonna, I don't know for the location, but actually it's not, it might be needed actually, but I don't know. Yeah. And here we are going to have maybe some slots of time and dates, and here we'll have a way to sort of send feedback to the service provider, whether it's positive or negative, saying like, for example, the service provider came to your house and it did the service, but I don't know, one day later you actually realize that there is still a problem, so you will be able to, communicate with them. So let's see in terms of technical thing how that was done. So we should be in, let's close all of that because I actually don't need it now. So we have a request controller. Okay, we must have, I guess, a request model, I guess. Come on, my computer is so slow. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that as well. I'm not going to, I remember probably on the last video that I said I was about to, think about a way to allow user to be dispatched on different part of the app, but I'm not gonna do that now because I don't actually need it so far to actually do the ticketing part of the application. So I guess I have a request model, and I guess I will have also some views related to that models. Where are the views? Here we go. Request. All right. So if you look at it, okay. So let's don't touch any of those relationship. But let's actually sort of change the database. I'm not even sure I'm actually going to do that on a branch because I don't want to mess up anything here. Okay, so git branch b, I think, I don't know, ticketing part, ticket or ticket feature or ticket, I don't know. Let's call it ticket feature. Not even sure if it's the right comment actually, but I guess it is. Just gonna get, come on. So here I don't want to, I will probably have a content, but I will call it like detailed description. I will have something called a brief description and then a bunch of slots, like 1 to 4 slots probably. Oh, it wasn't that. I don't know how to actually do a branch. I don't remember how to do a branch. Alright. So this specific git branch. Maybe it was before that. I don't remember. You can see that it's been a long time I haven't worked seriously on programming and a Rails app. Okay, git new branch. So slow. Come on, man. Don't do that to me now. And I have so many things open at the same time, so I just want to create. Okay. Oh, git checkout. That's okay. Yeah, that's why. All right, git checkout branch. Git checkout. I don't know why I did. Yeah. All right. So git branch. Yep. I'm on that branch here. And now what I want to do is actually remove some stuff, remove and rename some stuff. Where is those requests? Okay, so I got content, I got that. So basically I want to rename that into, actually going to rename the table, I think. Well, I'm not gonna rename the table, it's so far. What I could actually, but I can call it tickets or issues, because you will, as a user, you will not say I open the issues, you will say I have an issues, so I open the tickets. But at the same time, yeah, I'm just gonna create tickets. Let's keep things simple. Now how to rename. I think I will have to do a migration. Rename that database remain table field. the migration. Alright. Can do that. I can. Okay, change column name. Raise J migration. Oops. I'm just gonna raise J migration. Change change content, I think, was it? Yeah, change content to actually like brief description on request table. I think if you look at Aussie, I think I already did that before. Maybe remove. Oh, I did a remove change. Let's see. Change accepted cost count to why I can do that as well. Change content to request. It's actually clearer. It's actually shorter. If I do that, come on. Sorry guys for the slowness of my computer. I apologize for it. And I apologize for him as well. Alright, so I've got my migration here. And I do this. So it was content to not, yeah, we'll call it brief. Can I brief? Come on. Description. Okay. Now I have to do raise or rake. I don't remember. Raise db migrate. Guess I have to stop that. Raise db migrate that. Come on, come on, come on. It might not be the right command. It might be rake actually, but I don't remember. Oops. Alright, so undefined call table. Alright, sure. It was request table. You're completely right. Looks like it's fine. So now I will have a bunch of problems. I think that's the difficult thing, because now the app is already done. It wasn't done with test, because at that time I didn't know how to write test. I didn't look after it either, to be honest. Using like Rails and stuff, I knew how to do it using Java and stuff, but I didn't actually research for test on that, because now that I change the description everywhere, now that I change content to brief description, everywhere I have content written is gonna be a problem. So it might be here, it might be in the controller, it might be anywhere. Request, if I look at content, I guess I have those into the params. But if I look for content, no, here we go. So now I have brief description. Oh my god. Yep, I have that. I may have the same right here. Brief description, how, I don't know how many characters I will put in that, but country, keyword, and on the views as well. That's the tricky part when you don't have tests written. And the app is not really that big again, but still, it's still an app, and you know, quite a lot of views, quite a lot of, or sort of a lot of controllers and stuff. So that's why companies requests. So if I go there, I actually get rid of that. Come on. Yeah. Okay, so I have that. Looks fine. It seems fine. Please. Nope. Here I have nothing either. Here I may have some stuff though. Or maybe everything is on the form actually. Yes, looks like it's on the form. So everywhere I have content, I have to remove that. Okay, you see here, text area, content. Here I will have to surely content input. Well, I'm going to replace that straight away into, is it in config stuff? Yeah. I may have input, content input, which is here. In French, in English, I'm going to call it brief description. It's really tricky, and it's really something I don't like to do, to be honest. All right, brief description input. I'm going to call it the same here. I actually, all right, so oh my goodness, there's the same here. Oh, I got it already. So it was content, it was this, Alright. No, what did I do? You see how French and English are close? Can I actually do that? Alright, I changed that. Now I'm gonna go there. Looks like the form is alright. I think on the form I may have... Nope. No, that's fine actually. Content here again. So it's brief description. So now imagine I have to do that for all the thing I'm gonna change, and I have two like field to change. My God. It looks like everything is happening on the form, which is quite obvious at the same time. This is new score stuff, comment, blah blah blah. Looks like there's nothing here. Yep. Let's go here. Nothing. Edit. Edit is actually using the score index. Content. So anyway, content is written. All right. Oh, all right. Only that. Oh, fine. Good. Here, nothing was changed, right? Yeah, it was using the form. No, is it? No, it's not the form actually. Here, nothing. And the new using the form. New JS form show. I might have some stuff here. Content. Brief description. Nothing. Alright, cool. So it looks like everything is fine now. It should be fine. I'm not sure at all, but it should be fine. Let's relaunch the server. Let's see. I'm not sure it's going to work out well, but why not? Any program completed.